So what I'm here to talk to you guys about today is positivity and optimism and how we can apply that. Think about this. We've trained ourselves wrong. So every time we achieve success, we actually move the goalpost of what success looks like. So think about it for a minute. You get good grades, you got to get better grades. You get into a good school, now you got to get into a better school. You get a good job, now you got to get a better job. You hit your sales target, now you've got to change your sales target. So if happiness is always on the opposite side of success, then your brain can never actually get there and enjoy it. So we're always working for this thing that we can't attain. We've set it up wrong. So we've pushed happiness over the cognitive horizon in society, and we've got this theory in our heads that in order to be happy, we've got to be successful. We all know from what Jim Rohn says is that we've got to be happy with what we have while in pursuit of what we want. So the truth is that our brains work in an opposite order. If you can raise somebody's level of positivity in the present, then their brain experiences what now science actually stands behind and calls the happiness advantage. Ta-da! Guys, this is TED Talks. This stuff blows my mind. I love it. So you guys might be saying, Gabe, you always stand up here and tell us to be positive and optimistic, but what are the real benefits behind being positive and optimistic, and why should we even care? So why being positive and optimistic is important is that every single business outcome improves when we are positive and optimistic. So only 25% of job successes that we have are based on IQ alone. So what we find is that 75% of the job successes are predicted by your optimism levels, your social support, and your ability to see stress as a challenge instead of as a threat. So your brain at positive is 31% more productive than your brain at negative, neutral, or stressed. Think about that for just a second. So if we apply this to a sales world, they've done studies, and you are 37% better at sales when you have a positive and optimistic outlook. Doctors are 19% better at arriving at proper diagnoses when they are optimistic and positive. They're like doctors, optimistic, positive doesn't exactly go hand in hand generally, from my experience. But we need to reverse the formula because when we are positive, we're capable of working harder, faster, and more intelligently in all the levels, in all the areas. And back to dopamine, which we talked about a few days ago, dopamine actually turns on all the learning centers in your brain. So allowing you to adapt to the world in different ways, approach things differently, think differently, and really think outside the box and attack the world in a different way. That's why it's so important. I hear this all the time. Well, I'm not positive, or, I'm just not that way. This is something that can be learned, you guys. So I wasn't positive all the time. It's taken something to learn. So there are ways to train your brain in order to become more positive. So in a 2-minute span, every single day for the next 21 days in a row, you can actually rewire your brain and allow you to be more optimistic and more successful. Sounds crazy, right? Everybody raise your hand. I want that. So what are the steps? That's what we're waiting for. So the 5 steps to creating lasting change and positivity in the next 21 days is to complete the following tasks. 3 gratitude statements, journaling, exercise, meditation, and random acts of kindness. What happens is when we create these small changes in our lives, we actually create this massive ripple effect. And if you guys remembered what we talked about a little while ago with the reticular activating system, or the RAS, when you do these 5 tasks, you're now tuning your satellite or tuning your brain to be tuned in to positivity, optimism. And let me explain how that works and why it works scientifically. So here are our action statements, guys. Get out your pen and paper. Number 1, you're going to write down 3 things that you're grateful for. Why? What's the reason? This teaches your brain to scan for positivity in your life and focus on gratitude, having that attitude of gratitude. Number 2, journaling about 1 positive experience that you've had in the last 24 hours teaches your brain to actually relive that activity. Number 3, exercise teaches your brain that your behavior matters. When you exercise, you feel good. When you exercise, you get endorphins. Everybody loves endorphins. Yay. Number 4, meditation teaches you to get over the cultural ADHD that we've been creating by doing so many multiple tasks, and allows you to focus in on one thing and focus in on the task at hand. Number 5, the final one, is random acts of kindness or conscious acts of kindness. They don't have to be random, spur of the moment, but focusing on giving that positivity and sharing that with other people. Write a positive email, post a positive social media comment, Better yet, compliment someone face to face. Pick up the phone and call them, text message them, whatever that might be. And what you're going to be doing is you're actually creating a ripple of positivity and really creating a real revolution and spreading this around, because one is too small of a number to create lasting change. So I need you guys all to help me with this. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really, really, really excited to share these with you guys every day. And I hope that you take them and apply them and post and comment on this and share what it means to you. I wanted to give a major shout out to Teegan West. She moved out to Las Vegas kind of on a spur of the moment. She called me today and said, look, I thought of you when I needed to focus on being positive and overcoming some difficult stuff that I had going on. The fact that I can be a beacon of that people think of me, of positivity, when they're going through something rough, that is the highest compliment. Teegan, thank you so much. I hope you're having a blast out there in Las Vegas, and come back and visit us again real soon. Have a great day, you guys.